Da 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 da. Lena, you got some theme music there. Not really. I don't know what I got you. I got a big mess. No, you're okay. Hi, Howard. Hey. Yeah, I said, hi, Robin. Hello. Yeah, Howard said there's no way she's getting out of this tonight. Yeah. You know, you give her half an inch, this girl, Lena, would just bow out. Maybe. I don't know. I kind of felt it tugging at me like, let's do these transcripts. All right. Because then I'm getting the feeling, hello, John. Hello. How is everyone tonight? Very good, thank you. Mm-hmm. Hi, John. Hello, Robin. Hey, Robin. I'm still gay for you. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. The cat just meowed. He's gay for you, too. Oh, it's Maggie. Hi, Maggie. Yeah. Aw, hey, Mag. Maggie coming around for the reading. So Howard said, yeah, he accused me of being paranoid about doing the channel with him, right, Howard? Yeah, I said, you think about it too much and then you don't want to do it. I think you get afraid. Like, what is this really mental illness, what I'm experiencing here? Is that what this is? No, I don't feel that way. You don't? No. It's just you wipe me out, and I think I don't worry about mental illness. I don't worry about mental illness at all. I'm not mentally ill. I am what I am. If being crazy, psychic, tuned in, to you guys makes me mentally ill, listen, I'll take the good with the bad. If it's just a label, all right. I mean, this is weird. Why are you even saying that to me? I don't know, because we're here to talk about May Pang, right? You're a big drag. No, you're not. John, where do we begin? Just begin at the beginning. All right. Here we go. You've had her on your show. In fact, shortly after I crossed over, she did one of those dialer dates. Yeah, right. Hey, you were not exactly, you had kicked her to the curb, right? So I didn't say I didn't. Didn't exactly kick her to the curb. All right, well, I'm not going to elaborate on anything. You ask me, and I will deem whether or not I see fit to talk about this. Wow, Howard, he's really telling you. Well, I guess it's a sensitive topic because this is a, woman, New York woman like Lena. What is she, 10? Yeah, she's 10 years older than me. Yeah. So when John was dating her or doing whatever, stopping her, and she was around 21, 22, and Lena was like 12 years old. Right. That's correct. Mm-hmm. And Lena, I didn't know anything yet. John wasn't working, as far as I knew, he wasn't working. My father wasn't working for him yet either. And I didn't know anything about him being my twin flame. No, I knew that he was John Lennon, and I always liked John Lennon. He was my kind of guy, but seemed a little far out of reach. Yes. But I was in love with John since I was a little child, but, not in an unrealistic way. I don't know. I felt like I knew him. That's all I can say. But why do you kind of denigrate that? Because I've heard so many people say that about John, that it's like it doesn't sound special when I say it, but that's what sets you apart from them, I don't know if that's true, but I know that he is my other half, and they can all go blow if they got a problem with it. All right, that a girl. So May Pang, where do we start? Well, so she was working for you even before you went off with you and Yoko. She was a secretary for Klein, right? And she's an office worker and an assistant, I guess. You tell someone to go get flies from a restaurant for a movie or stuff like that. Mm-hmm. fill up some jugs with water. I don't, whatever the fuck you need them to do. Climb a ladder. I put a bag on them. She was around. And how did you feel about her when she was working for you? I thought all I could keep thinking in the back of my mind was like, oh, I don't want this. I don't want Lena to be one of these people with, assisting a bunch of men in suits, right? And that's exactly what Lena went on to be, big time. Yeah. Hey, I had to pay the rent, Johnny. No. So, but I'm not talking. Well, I am talking about. So you had Lena on your mind then, even though she was a little kid, and you were not going to go after her, even if you knew she was your twin flame. You were not going to go find a 12-year-old girl and start trying to have sex with her, right? Right. Yeah, right. It was a really weird situation. So, what made you end up deciding that you just had to stop May Pang? Well, because this is where you're getting in again with the channeling. So I'll make the inroad easy. I was able to manipulate Lena, psychopathically, telepathically. Yes, I was able to find her in there. But when she was an 11-year-old girl, yeah, and I would have sex with her in her dreams. My God. Well, come on, Howard. You're not really that surprised, are you? Lena. Whatever. John. I mean, who's surprised? I guess now. Did you know, Lena, that he was when you were 11 and? I knew something was happening to me, but I didn't put. I sure didn't know it was John. Or an actual being doing it to me. I thought I was just like being violently woken up every day with something going on. And, that's it. With something going on. Come on, baby. Something really powerful would have sex with me. I mean, you would wake up like really sexed up, right? Not sexed up. I would wake up at the act of completion. I would finish having sex, and that's what would wake me up. Like it felt like the room was blowing apart. All right, honey, that's all I wanted to hear. All right. Well, yeah, he wants to hear these things. Yeah, you all want to hear. Oh, John, don't do this to me right now. Not right now. Oh, my God. Can't you have a little fun with me while we do these? I'm having fun with you. Yeah, sure you are. Sing a little bit of that song for me. Howard, you don't mind. You're the one I've been waiting for. That's not the line. I know, I can't remember it. I know you're the one I've been waiting for. Let's go have fun. Don't turn the camera off by mistake, I'll kill you. I know. Go on, what's with the transcript? So May Pang, me being 12 years old, being raped by a mystical warrior named John Lennon. Yeah, but John, I needed a female body to do the act. In other words, you couldn't have sex with her just whacking off by yourself. I suppose that we did many times. Actually, I know that we did many times. But it was really easy to get you do it with Lena with a female body to grab onto. Really? Why do you suppose that? Well, that's the way it was. And I was able to access her. But that was the rub. Literally the rub. While I was having sex with these other people, Yoko and May and whoever at that time, there was few. Not just during the Lost Weekend either. If I could find a body, I would take it. All right, now we're talking. Well, it was one more chance to find Lena. This is so flattering, John. Well, I suppose it's meant to be in a sense, but it's also meant to let you know that, and that's why also, well, I don't want to interrupt the transcript. Well, go ahead. What are you going to say? No, I love you, Lena. I love you too. Don't get uncomfortable, okay? All right, I won't. So, Lena, I'm going to ask you now. Well, yeah, you're going to ask me when I had sex as a teenager and stuff. I didn't really enjoy it so much, but I enjoyed doing it. It's a weird thing to say, but I don't know how else to say it. I enjoyed this, especially my first partner. I really enjoyed his body. I enjoyed being with that body. But I didn't like anything about him at all, including his face, which many people thought was cute. And I found him despicable in every way, intellectually, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. He was a train wreck and an alcoholic and abusive and sick in the head and 4 years older than me, and I was a mess and I should have known better. So basically, it was like you were not legal when you start. No, but none of the girls up that park were legal when they started in. I was one of the oldest having sex at 16, 17. All those girls all started younger than me. I know it. So I was like the holdout of the crowd. So, would you think that John got the better end of the deal? I don't know about that. From what he's told me, it was no better. I mean, even it was right. Am I right, John? It was absolutely true, because then when the act is over, you're stuck with that person for a while. And I don't mean this about. I don't at all mean to disregard anybody. This is just the way it is. It's not when you're not in when you're not in love, you're not in love. When you know what you're looking for, what that is, and I knew it was Lena, and she buried deep in her psyche, she knew it was me too. Nobody else was gonna ever live up to that. Nobody else was gonna be good, even if they were great people. But Lena, it was like it was really the fate of both of us that neither of us ended up with people that we were particularly physically attracted to, ever. Even though by standards there was nothing ugly about any of those people that you and I were with per se. But right, am I right? Like we were never. I know. I would be what I would be like. I know what my perfect guy. What I like them to look like. They look like long-haired cowboys. Like I always thought, like like why can't my boyfriend be like one of the Allman Brothers? That kind of look, right? And I'm not insulting you, John. I know. I'm not insulting you. You were so out of reach to me that it was just like, but you could have been, at your hippiest, you could have been one of the Allman Brothers. So it's like, look at the look at you have here with the beard and the long hair. I like that, I like all of your look. I know. I like all of your looks too. All of them. Aw, that's really nice. I know. It's great. You're the one. Aw. Well, all right. So let me ask. Well, what do you want to ask? So May Pang, I spoke to her a couple of times, and she always like she plays it coy, but then on the other hand, she wants you to know that John Lennon found her irresistible, or that he was a wild man ripping off her clothes. She has alluded to stuff like that. Which is another reason I find her completely, she's preposterous. Is she? She's preposterous. She should be a lady and keep her mouth shut anyhow. Oh, I like that. Yeah. She should be a fucking lady and keep her bloody mouth shut. All right. Well, I'm not sure I want to even continue with this line. So, but I will ask. So, when you were having sex with May Pang, And that's all it was. We never, I never promised her a rose garden. I never promised her anything. She knew I wasn't in any position to promise her anything. She knew it quite well. You know? Yeah, right. So how do you feel now about, how she, what you've seen of her? I prefer not to look at it, and I don't like when Lena wants to check it out. I know Lena's nosy, and I would be the same way if I were her, but I prefer not to look at it. Or May. Mm-hmm. Honestly. And do you think May had any clue as to... She had no idea of anything that was going on. She is clueless. What do you want to say, Lena? I just noticed one thing, and I brought it up to John before because I had her. Every time I see a video of May, when she gives an interview, she does this tell. She has this facial tell that she like flutters her eyes and looks up in the air or closes her eyes while she's talking. She cannot make eye contact with the interviewer or with the camera, and she does it all the time. Bingo. That's all you need to... Really, Lena, you're very intuitive about that kind. Her body language is so telling. She's like full of shit. Like, maybe not 100% of the time, but enough so that you get sick of it. And John really has a visceral reaction to turn this shit off whenever he sees her face. Just turn this garbage off, Lena. Do I make you look at old reruns of the shit you did with that guy that you fucking can't deal with thinking about anymore? Right. And he's right. He's absolutely right. I think I'm good. I think I'm good for this episode. I think these transcripts are... Thank you, Lena, because I know you weren't really... I was feeling like doing it. I'm good. I'm really fine with it. Yeah, I think John wants to come back and sing a song with you, so he wants you a little bit rested up now. So we're gonna let you go. I know you could feel my teeth. Yeah, when Howard talks, my teeth do something weird when he comes through my vocal cords. Robin, yeah, you reacted. That was the other thing that we wanted to bring out about when Lena channels. Another moron on the Yoko Ono page today said, of one of Lena's videos with John, that is not John Lennon's voice. And Lena just told her, no, it is my voice. I am a channel. They are my vocal cords. Are you getting this yet? I don't sound like John. I think my voice is deeper than John's. And John had adenoids. He had a nasal problem his whole life where he had like this back of the throat thing. I don't have that. You got something weird. I do have a little bit of like a lisp. And also sometimes I do talk like kind of, whatever, stuffy. But that's because I have allergens. Right, John? What I love you so. I don't know. I like you. Oh, God, stop. Is that your nose? No, it's my forehead and it's sticking out. Don't do that. I know you, you're the one I've waited for. Let's have some fun. Oh, someday, maybe somewhere, maybe somewhere far away, I'll meet that special little person and we'll go out and play. All right, Johnny. Thank you. Thank you, honey. Thank you, Robin and Howard. This was good. Thanks for forcing me. It's all right. But once you contacted us this morning and said, would you do tonight? Once then my brain is there all day. They want me tonight. I got to be there. And with this telepathy that we have is, it's a channel that requires just a few minutes of our time to secure that channel. But you're a busy man. And when we said this morning, right, you can't do that to them. Yeah, if you say that, don't say this morning. And say it when it's an hour before. He can still do that, but don't get him going the whole day and then just act like, well, we're here, we did it. Praise the God and Mother. We'll be back with a song. Amen. Amen. I love you so. I love you too. We love you guys. Yeah.